Welcome back, everyone. I'm going to do some work on the trailer that I made a video for earlier. I'll put a link in the description so you can click back to it if you want to see when I first picked it up. But this rack has got to go. This used to be a landscape trailer, and I bought this trailer to haul four-wheelers and dirt bikes and stuff. As you can see, I put that mount in there for my dirt bike, and it's worked pretty well. But this rack's got to go. Trailer's not big enough to hold my quad and my wife's quad, so I'm going to have to put one in the truck. And I don't want to have to disconnect the trailer. So I want to be able to so I have these ramps here, and I want to be able to use these ramps so that I can have the ramps come from the tailgate here down into the trailer, so we can drive up the trailer ramp, up these ramps, and into the back of the truck. Without disconnecting the trailer, I can easily load and unload from the truck. So that's the plan. I've figured it out that if I cut this rack, the rack's already been cut and stretched, as you can see. Somebody's already done that, and they screwed these brackets on. This rack has come off another trailer. It didn't come on this trailer, and you can see the splits right there too. So I'm going to take it off. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it right here, so that from here up is all we have. And from here up is about a ½ inch shorter than the sidewall is here, from here to here, which is okay, because what I plan on doing is resting this lip right here on the top of this, and maybe put quick disconnect pins in on each side so that I can take the rack on and off if I need to. Or if it works out perfectly, I may just bolt it down. We'll see how that goes. I need to take this angle iron out. There's a big angle iron in there. It needs to come out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the rack off, and I'm going to cut it up and start fitting everything in until I get it to where I want it. So without further ado, let's get at it. So this is the start. So we'll take this off. We'll stretch it out and see where we look on the trailer. So I'm gonna bring the rack back to the trailer, and then I'm gonna clean up all this other stuff here, this other steel, which I might need to get some parts off that stuff later. All right, so let's do that, and then I'll come back. Alright, so this is basically what it's going to look like when it's done, which is much better. And the ramp should go across the top and then down inside, and should be easy loading. So all I got to do now is just grind off everything that I don't need here, mark it up, cut the pieces I need and weld it together and drop it in. Like I said, I think I'm just gonna screw it in here, put a couple of holes in, screw it down. I think that's best bet. It'll keep the trailer from rattling too. Give it a little more structure. So that's the plan. Alright, so this is where we're at. I got it mocked up in place, and I kind of like the way that looks. I think it's going to be perfect. I got some welding to do and such, but for right now I'm going to drill 2 holes in each top rail. I'm going to put some 1/4-20 bolts in there with lock nuts, nylon lock nuts, so they don't vibrate out. I think it looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Trailer looks much better without that rack on there. Alright, I'm going to drill those holes now, and I'll come back when I'm done. Well, so this is where we're at. I got 1/4-20s in, both sides. It's fitted. It looks nice. I think this looks way better than what it did before. And it'll be more functional for what I need. So everything's clamped. It's pretty straight, about as straight as it's going to get, considering the trailer is not 100% straight. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to actually do with these things. I'll cut them out. Maybe put an angle brace in here, probably. That's probably what I'll do, just to support the walls a little bit. I may leave them. Who knows? Be good to keep stuff from sliding around. Throw it in there. I'll weld it up for now and see what it looks like. But yeah, that's where we're at. Looks good. So the next step is to pull this over to the garage and start welding. I'm not going to get to that today. It's getting kind of late, and I'm going to take the wife out to dinner. So I'm going to stop here, and I'll pick it back up when I'm set up and ready to start welding. So I did some welding. Unfortunately, I finished the welding before I realized I didn't have the camera out here recording. So I got my generator out, hooked up to my welder. Again, I used the Hobart 190 handler, great machine. So the rack is in, it's bolted down. I got it pretty tight up against the wall there. I straightened the sides out. The sides of the trailer are pretty straight now. You can see by looking down here that I got the rack pretty straight. all the way down. Looks good. So this used to be the top, the big landscape rack that was on top, and it really wasn't wide enough for this trailer. So what I did was, well, it was already cut in the middle, but I stretched it even more. So I added that piece of angle iron in there, welded it through the circles where the hand tool rack was. Then I added this piece down the middle, and then I added another piece of angle iron on the bottom. And you can see on this side what it looks like. It's a little bit rusty, but I'll put some paint on it and it'll be fine. So before you guys go and say my welds look terrible, I'm not a professional welder, but I can weld two pieces of steel together and have it structurally sound. Again, this side here, the side's pretty straight. I got just touching all the way across, so everything's square and plumb. I left this gap underneath because I'm gonna have dirty four wheels on here with dirt and rocks and shit all over them, and it'll just be so much easier to pressure wash the trailer in the front, just to blow it all out without anything in the way. There was a bar going across from this, hold on a second, two hands here, from this point all the way across to the other point on the other side, and I elected to take that off. There was really no need for it. Structurally, it's pretty solid right now, so there was no need for it. So I like it. It came out nice. The trailer looks a lot better now. I'll be able to drop the tailgate on my truck, set up my ramp going across, and then bring it down. Let me set that up right now and show you guys why I did what I did to this rack. So I got the rack in there, and as you can see, it's a bit steep, but that's okay because the Weiss four-wheel is not that heavy, and I can just pick up the front, put it up on top of that. But the whole purpose of this was, I don't want to disconnect the trailer when I have a quad in the back of my truck, because my quad is big and it'll only fit on just this trailer. There's no room for another quad, so even though it's 10 feet long, there's just not enough room. You really need a 12-foot long trailer to fit two. But with the ramps being the way they are, I can bring the quad up the trailer and then bring it up the ramp, over the ramp and into the truck, and I don't have to disconnect the trailer. So that was the whole purpose of it. Basically, just making my life easier when I get to the trails. And with my motorcycle rack right there, if I really wanted to, I could put my big quad in the truck. And I could have the small quad here and my dirt bike next to it, like the picture I'm about to show you here. So, yeah. Now all I gotta do is paint it. I'm gonna wire wheel it and give it a coat of paint. I think I'm just gonna paint the welds right now with some flat in case it rains out, because it rained out last night, and the areas that I had prepped for weld got a little rusty, so I had to prep them again. But it looks good, and I'm happy. So I'm gonna cut it off here, and this weekend I'll probably do some painting on this. I might even do some painting during the week, but I'll show you the finished product when I get it all painted. Alright, so I got the trailer done. I got the ramps in the back. I'll show you guys how I have them. How I have them. This was the plan. I set them up, and I'm going to ride the Raptor up the ramps and into the truck. Yeah, so that's how it worked out. Pretty good. She goes right up and in. Fits in perfect, and then I have room for my EX400 in the back. So now I'll show you how I'm going to get it off. That's it. I think it worked out pretty good. I'm happy with it. And that's what we're going to do. Alright, we're going to do a little rust removal. I'm going to use this this rope wheel. Got it at Harbor Freight. Nothing fancy. And I'm just going to clear the rust off, and then I'm just going to throw some flat black paint on it and be done with it. Alright, so I got it, as you can see, wire wheeled pretty good. Most of the rust is cleaned up. And I'm going to paint it to make it look better. Put you down here. You can see it now. The rust is been wire wheeled. The side here as well. The fender. The rust down here has been hit with the wire wheel. Up top, I also did the strip of metal down the middle. It's been all hit with the wire wheel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my blower out. I'm going to blow this all off, and then I'm going to paint it. And I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Alright, trailer's done. Painted. Came out alright. I used a flat black. Spray bomb, you know, rattle can type kind of deal. There's a few runs in it, but I don't care. It's flat paint anyway, you're not going to see it. I basically just wanted to get rid of the rust, and that's what it did. So it looks pretty good. I mean, it's one of those long distance love affairs, if you know what I mean. You get up close, you can see the imperfections, but it looks good for a distance. I painted the inside. I got that metal strip down the middle. That's painted. The box is painted. The expanded metal is kind of a pain to paint. I don't know if anybody's ever painted expanded metal before, but it is a pain to paint. But it came out good. I'm happy with it. I think I'll probably use it once or twice more before season ends, and put the four wheels away for the winter. I think this might I mean, this might not be the last time you see this trailer. I might do a come back to it in the spring and see how it held up in the winter being outside. And I don't know, I might modify it a little bit, thinking about maybe putting kayak racks on it. Who knows? We'll see. But for now, it's done. Get rid of that big ugly rack. Got this on there, much better. Even those holes, I'll be able to use as for tie down straps. So it actually worked out really nice. Yeah. So I'll end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, thumbs up, hit the bell notification, tell your friends, share, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one.